You better watch this whole video or I'll banish you to Dimension X, and then you'll really be JRock in a hard place. JRock in a hard place.
Hello everybody! We are live with another completely unnecessary vlog. Sorry. Had something in my throat there. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 32 of Between a Rock and a Hard Place. My little pebbles assemble. That's what I'm going to call my viewers, my fans. Dare I say fans? No, I call you friends. I'm going to call my friends on my channel here my little pebbles. In my rock pile, my pebble pile. What's been going on with me? Just working, as usual. Got some days coming up over the next few weeks. I got some Fridays off. That's always lucky. For the next 3 weeks, I got some long weekends lined up for myself. I've been doing a bit of biking on Sundays, which is good. Getting a few errands done on the bike and hitting some trails with the wife, so that's fun. Gotta keep fit and have fun.
Body break, keep moving. Body break, keep moving. Oh yeah. Body break.
Body break. Like I mentioned last week and the week before, I was on the Cartridge Club podcast, the Resident Evil 4 cast, talking about Resident Evil 4. And that is now live. You can go to cartridgeclub.podbean.com, and I was a guest, as well as Curtis from Girlfriend Versus and Lo Burton from Anenshi Games. There you go, Lo. You have another guest appearance on Between a Rock and a Hard Place, or as you try to abbreviate it, Barap or something. Baharap. Whatever. How do you pronounce it? So that was a lot of fun to be on that podcast. A lot of impressions. A lot of fun, a lot of voices, a lot of cracking wise, so go check it out, talking about Resident Evil 4, love it or hate it. I enjoyed the game, and I enjoyed talking about it with my friends, so head on over to there, cartridgebros.ca, cartridgeclub.podbean.com, and listen to that episode now. What else has been going on? A coworker of mine was like, oh, I have an Xbox 360. Do you want it for 20 bucks? So I bought this for, well, I didn't actually pay for it yet. He told me to take it home and test it, and good thing I did. I brought it to 1UP Games because it didn't have any of the hookups, so I wanted to go test it there, and it is a red ring system. So I was a little disappointed in that. I was looking forward to paying $20 and having an Xbox 360 console, because the one that I'm playing right now, it has some video output issues, so I cannot record my gameplay from it through HD. I would have to do like composite, and then it just looks like garbage. But I've been wanting something, an Xbox 360 that actually has a good video output, so this isn't it. Bummer. So I've been kind of wondering if there's any red ring repairs, or if I'm even going to try to attempt that. But in good news, I had my original Xbox and I soft modded it myself. It was really simple. I'll tell you more about how I did that later, but it did require this cord here, which goes to a controller port on the Xbox, to USB female, and there's some things you can do with that to soft mod your system, and I did it. It was easy, and it's awesome. I have like every emulator ever, any game you name, it's on my Xbox there, so I can play anything, which is really cool. I haven't done much emulating in the past few years. There was a period of my life where I did emulate a lot on the computer, but I prefer the couch experience and the controller in my hand, so this works out really well, and I get to play a bunch of titles that I might not ever get physical copies of. So I strongly suggest getting an Xbox, original Xbox, and learning how to soft mod. Like I said, the only thing that I needed to get was I purchased this cord off eBay, and it was seriously like a few bucks, and it came really quickly, and it's worth it. So I'm thinking about maybe helping some of my friends out with modding their systems or whatever. So do it if you got it, because it's great. Now on to what I've been playing, and I've been playing some stuff on emulators, like I said, so it's been really fun to be able to play whatever I want. So I played Splatterhouse 3 for Sega Genesis, which I wanted to try because my buddy Matt just picked that up, a real copy of it, but I wanted to try it out, and it is really fun. I had fun playing it. It's a gruesome horror beat-em-up starring Jason X. Well, it's a dude in like a hockey mask looking thing that looks like Jason X from that crappy movie. It's very simple one-button attack with jump, and you can go into like a roid rage mode with you get like power. You use your power, and then you rip your shirt off, and you're awesome, and you can destroy things. It's got really grotesque enemy design, which I think is the biggest draw of it. It's very dark, very gruesome, and has satisfying hit detection, much like Streets of Rage. It's non-linear, so you can choose your own path. After you defeat enemies, you can press start, and you can choose a path to get to the last boss of the level. So it's really interesting. Check out Splatterhouse 3 if you haven't played it yet. It is a good time. And then also, I've been playing Plants vs. Zombies, which I got for free through Xbox Live on my 360. It's the free game for the month, or whatever, 2 weeks you get a free game. And Plants vs. Zombies was a free game, so downloaded it, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I have been aware of it for quite some time, but I never sought it out. I believe it's on, it's like one of those kind of freemium games on phone or something. But this is a good game. It's an addictive tower defense game where you set up plants to defend against waves of zombies trying to get into your house and eat your brains. It's got tons of different plants to experiment with strategies, and it's got a great sense of humor, like a character named Crazy Dave that wears a pot on his head as a hat, and you get little notes from zombies as you progress through the game, and they're pretty hilarious. So check out Plants vs. Zombies if you haven't yet. It's a fun game. And then also, I have been delving into the Cartridge Club Game of the Month. This month is Secret of Evermore, the Squaresoft action RPG for the Super Nintendo. And this is not the first Squaresoft RPG, or even action RPG for that matter, to be in the Cartridge Club. There has been Secret of Mana, more recently Earthbound, and now Secret of Evermore. I hear Secret of Evermore is a little bit better than Secret of Mana, and it stars a kid wearing a life preserver like Marty McFly from Back to the Future, and he kind of gets zapped through time, and he has his dog. His dog gets transformed into like another kind of dog, and I'll see if I get the time to play this game. I was doing some grinding, leveling up, and having some fun doing it. It's just a matter of putting time into it. So for this month, if you want to get into the Cartridge Club, play Secret of Evermore, jump on over to cartridgebros.ca, jump into them forums, and join in on the fun. I'm hoping to stick with that game and finish it. So, on to Word of the Week! The word of the week this week is absquatulate.
Absquatulate. Absquatulate.
Absquatulate means to depart in a hurry or to flee. So if you wanted to get, if you wanted to leave the scene of a crime really quickly, you would absquatulate from that scene of the crime. So I just thought that word's pretty funny. Absquatulate. Use it in your day-to-day life. Every day. Try to use it every day. I don't know about that. But anyways, before you absquatulate from this video, because I know it might be past 10 minutes, I'm not sure, and some people don't watch past 10 minutes, but before you absquatulate, you make sure to check out the YouTube Shoutout of the Week. The YouTube Shoutout of the Week this week is The Game Shed. The Game Shed is Mark and Jamie from London in the UK, and I stumbled upon their channel because in soft modding my Xbox, they had a great tutorial video on how to soft mod your Xbox. Seriously, it is a great, awesome video, and it was very concise, simple, and I was done the mod so fast. It was step by step, you find when you do certain technical things that you're not savvy with, if you're trying to look for answers on forums, you're gonna have a bad time trying to piece everything together. They had such a good video, and then I of course checked out their other stuff. They got they do a Sunday versus where they do a multiplayer battle on a random game each week. They do unboxing and reviews, and they have a series called First 15 where they show the first 15 minutes of a game and what to expect from it. Pickup videos and more. So they just seem like really knowledgeable, cool dudes, and they seriously helped me out with my Xbox emulation. All I needed to do was buy this piece, and their video helped me do the rest. So thanks a lot, Mark and Jamie. You guys rock from the Game Shed. Everybody go on over there and subscribe, and tell them hi. So now it's time to round out this video with a question for the viewers, and my question for you guys this week is, what's your stance on emulation? Do you prefer to use original hardware when you're playing your games, or do you like to emulate? Do you emulate on your computer, or do you have a modded system? Like, I know you can mod Wii's and stuff like that. So I'm just curious to know, what's your stance on emulation? I think it's a cool way to be able to play games you might not be able to afford, and that's what it's all about. Every game should be available to everybody, so I think emulation is okay. I'm not going to get into pirating. I'm not going to get into pirating like current gen games, but emulating old school games, okay by me. So this has been JRock, between a rock and a hard place. Keep on rocking them games.
Thanks for popping in between a rock and a hard place, my little pebbles. If you missed last week's video, click the video at the top left to go check that out. And don't let it slip your mind to check out my YouTube shoutout of the week, The Game Shed, with Jamie and Mark. They showed me how to soft mod my original Xbox, and they can show you too. Or if that's not your bag, they got all sorts of content to keep you busy, from pickup videos, to 15-minute first impressions, to multiplayer versus battles each week. Go check them out. They rock! And as always, a special thanks to my Cartridge Club compadre, the Necromancer, for providing the awesome tunage we get to rock every episode. Catch you next week, my little pebbles. JRock out.
And if you don't like this video and subscribe to my channel, then I'm gonna blow this cat's head off.
Run for your life! I'll cover you!